joining us today for our session, Contract Drafting and Negotiations. We are delighted to have all of you with us this evening. We will begin in just a moment. Yeah. So before we formally begin, let me ask you a questions, maybe a few questions. As law students, we spend years of studying legal concepts and laws, studying case laws, procedures in classroom. But have you ever wondered how these concepts translate into real world, like in contractual practice? What skills are truly needed? What skills are truly required to draft a clear, precise, and effective contract? And how can students prepare themselves to confidently participate in the contract negotiations? Have you ever wondered that? Today's session is designed to answer these very questions. This session will provide practical insights into contract drafting, techniques in negotiation skills, identifying important contractual clauses, and how to approach agreements from a practical legal perspective, helping students strengthen their professional growth and transition from law school to practice. So let me brief about what is the collective counsel. Today's session is all you know that today's session is organized by the Collective Counsel, a platform dedicated to bridging the gap between legal education and legal practice. Practical learning initiatives, mentorship opportunities, skill-based programs, and career-focused trainings are the main aims and through which Collective Counsel dedicated to bridge the gap between the legal education and legal practice. Our objective is simple: to help law students and young legal professionals to develop practical skills, gain industry exposure, and prepare themselves for successful legal careers. As now I want to introduce our speaker, Advocate Nitish Mahajan sir. He is an advocate and legal professional with a strong academic and professional background in corporate and commercial laws, legal research, contract drafting, and emerging areas of law. He is he's a graduate from Chandigarh University and done LLM in corporate and commercial law from Manipal University, Jaipur. He's very professional, like his professional experience. He gained experience in legal research, corporate legal services, document review, contract drafting, including work with Epic Global and Honorweight Technologies. Experience in mentoring and teaching law students in areas including contract law, corporate law, international law, and legal research. Strong interest and experience in corporate and commercial law, contract drafting, cyber law, AI for lawyers, and area. Passionate about bridging theoretical legal language and practical industry-oriented legal skills. So now, I would like to, on the behalf of the Collective Counsel, I extend my warm welcome to you, sir. Without further delay, I would like to invite you to share your experience and insights on the contract drafting and negotiations.
Hi, thank you so much for this warm welcome. Really delighted. Before I commence, I just wanted to know, are you guys comfortable with English, or you are comfortable with Hindi or English, the mixture of both the languages, so that it's easier for me to, proceed the whole session. So you may let me know in the chat box, or maybe English, any English only. Okay. English, Hindi not suitable. Okay. So everyone is saying, most of the people are saying English. So if you feel like there is a concept which you need to know in Hindi or maybe a mixture of both the languages, just let me know so that it's easier for me, uh, for you guys and for me to understand the concept, and I can, so without any further ado, let's just start. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, so I'm Nitish Mahajan, and today we are going to talk about contract drafting and negotiation. So before I start, just let me know before um, we learn. But before we learn about the contract drafting, we need to understand something more fundamental. What actually makes a contract, and what? Just let me just give me a minute so that I can share the screen with you guys. Let me know once the screen is visible. Is it visible, guys?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Perfect. Perfect. Um, okay, perfect. So let's just start this now. So guys, just tell me one thing. What is the first word which comes to your mind when you hear the word contract?
Something between a party and there are two persons involved. One is party and other one is something institution or anything.
Mm-hmm.
An agreement which is enforceable by law.
Okay, this is the legal definition. I am asking, just a for someone, if a layman is coming to you and asking you what is contract, so you're not going to explain him section 2H, right?
Yes.
Basic contract draft. What is contract?
Offer and acceptance.
Two persons agree to something.
Okay.
Dealing or negotiation.
Agreement.
Agreement is, as a law student, agreement is different, and contract is different. So agreement, so
Offering something from one party and accepting from other party.
okay.
A promise made for consideration.
Again, a legal language. You are explaining something to a, okay. Let me clarify you one thing. Whenever you are going to a lawyer, when you are dealing with a client, वो आपसे लीगल नॉलेज, लीगल आपसे एडवाइस चाहता है, बट वो आपसे लॉयर नहीं, मतलब लीगल इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं चाहता है, वो आपसे सिर्फ सिंपल लैंग्वेज में सोल्यूशन चाहता है. What I said is, if a client is coming to you guys, he is not asking you for fancy words or terminologies, legal maxims and everything. He's just asking you for simple thing, that is in a simplified language, explain me the thing. So in that context, just explain me whatever comes to your mind, um whenever I talk about the word contract. Anyone?
A promise to do anything in return of something.
Exactly. Exactly, the promise. तुम मेरे लिए ये कर दो, मैं तुम्हारे लिए ये कर दूंगा. यहीं से कॉन्सेप्ट आया है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का, विच वी कॉल इट एज, जिससे हमारी एक लीगल मैक्सिम आई है, जिसकी हम बात करते हैं, पैक्टा संट सर्वेंडा. सो इसको समझने से पहले थोड़ा सा लीगल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से समझते हैं कि कहाँ से ये कॉन्सेप्ट आया. तो इसके लिए, वेन एवर वी टॉक अबाउट समथिंग, प्रियम्बल वर्ड्स आपने ही सुना होगा. Everyone aware about the word preamble? Am I correct? Am I?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Preamble.
Yes, sir.
preamble कहाँ से सुना है हमने? From where we heard the term preamble, constitution, right?
Constitution.
Constitution में whenever we say what does a preamble tell us? The overview of the constitution, what exactly written in the constitution. If I want to know it in a very simplified way, we read the preamble of the constitution. Am I correct on this part? Am I?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, when we read the preamble of contract law, we study that it defines whereas it is explicit to define and amend certain parts of the law relating to the contract, it is hereby enacted follows. जब हम preamble whenever we study the contract, whenever we open the very on our just a second, the contract law, so we study the preamble of the constitution on the very first page. Whenever before the preliminary part of the of the contract, we study preamble of that. Up, what does it define? It defines कि anything which is relating to the contract is contract. सो बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स एंड ये सब जब हमें जानना होता है, तो व्हाट वी स्टडी द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्रपोजल, एक्सेप्टेंस, कंसिडरेशन, एग्रीमेंट, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, whatever we study, this is written in the contract law. Sorry for my slip of tongue. So am I clear till now कि हमारे preamble में क्या लिखा है? Preamble of contract law, wherever we need to study the things relating to the contract, it is written in the contract law. Am I clear till here? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सो अब अगर हमें यहाँ तक हमने पढ़ लिया, अब हमें दो लीगल मैक्सिम जो है पूरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लॉ में, हमें दो ही लीगल मैक्सिम जो है वो सुनने को मिलेंगी. First legal maxim is pacta sunt servanda. Of course, it's a legal maxim, so it's not from India, it's from Latin language. So what it is? तो इट्स सेड दैट एग्रीमेंट मस्ट बी केप्ट. जब भी हम कोई एग्रीमेंट बनाते हैं, तो वी आर बाउंड टू फॉलो दैट एग्रीमेंट. वी आर बाउंड टू हैव यू रेड दिस लाइन? Whenever we come into contract, one party comes with the obligation and one with the rights. Have you ever heard this line? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये कहाँ से आया है? ये यही लीगल मैक्सिम हमें ये चीज बताती है. गेट इट? यहीं से हमारा जो हम कंसिडरेशन का कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ते हैं, वहां से भी वी स्टडी दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ओनली. एम आई क्लियर टिल हियर? सो नेक्स्ट आई थिंक ये तो हम सब ने सुनी ही होगी. दिस इज वेरी फेमस लीगल मैक्सिम. आई थिंक दिस इज समथिंग विच everyone knows, right? Just a second. You know this legal maxim, right?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Somebody said no.
Sir, मेरे कॉलेज अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुए हैं. They'll start in 15 to 20 days. I'm a first year
Okay,
student, so.
Okay, got it. So whenever we study contract law, a very famous legal maxim is consensus ad idem, which means meeting of minds. Okay, so someone who just said he's just going to start his first year. Do you know what is pacta sunt? What is legal maxims?
No, sir.
अच्छा, तो जैसे हमारे हिंदी में मुहावरे होते हैं, वैसे ही इंग्लिश में जब हम बोलते हैं, जब हम लीगल की लैंग्वेज में बोलते हैं, तो हम बोलते हैं लीगल मैक्सिम्स. समझ आया? मैंने बहुत लेमन लैंग्वेज में समझाया है. यू गेट इट?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, सो लीगल मैक्सिम्स हम यूज करते हैं. सो उसमें से जो सेकंड मोस्ट फेमस लीगल मैक्सिम है जिसके ऊपर पूरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लॉ बेस्ड है, दैट इज कंसेंसस एड इडम. ये बेसिकली ये बोलती है कि जब हम किसी चीज का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, देयर शुड बी मीटिंग ऑफ माइंड्स, which means if A is agreed to sell his car or maybe his एनीथिंग कार, तो अब कार जो है वो होंडा सिटी की कार है. लेकिन अगर मान लो कि हम जब कार जो मैंने सोचा था कि मैं बेचूंगा अपनी वाइट कलर की, बट बी सोच रहा है या XYZ पर्सन सोच रहा है कि वो मैं लेना चाहता हूँ ब्लैक कलर की उसकी होंडा सिटी. तो यहाँ पे हम दोनों का माइंड जो है वो सेम कंक्लूजन पे नहीं आया है. सो दिस इज नॉट कंसेंसस एट इटम. तो मतलब अगर मैं चाहता हूं कि मैं अपना फोन बेचूं, तो उसको समझना पड़ेगा मेरा जो ब्लैक कलर का ये वाला फोन है मैं यही वाला बेचना चाहता हूँ, मैं कोई और नहीं बेचना चाहता हूँ. और अगर मैं बेयर एक्ट है तो मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लॉ का यूनिवर्सल का ही बेयर एक्ट बेचना चाहता हूँ. दैट इज समथिंग विच आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, राइट. तो अगर कोई कहेगा मेरे को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लॉ का बेयर एक्ट, तो दे माइट थिंक कि प्रोफेशनल का हो सकता है, यूनिवर्सल का हो सकता है, एबीसी किसी भी कंपनी का, बट हेयर आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट यूनिवर्सल का ओनली, राइट. यहां तक किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Also,
ये दो चीजें समझ आई?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट चीज, हम एक चीज बार बार हमारे इंडियन लॉज में पढ़ते हैं कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज द मदर ऑफ ऑल द लॉज. एम आई राइट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ये तो चीजें सही होगी. तो अब जो है, अब हम देखते हैं कि इंडियन लॉ में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की बात की गई है. बिल्कुल की गई है, इसके बिना तो होगा ही नहीं कुछ भी. कहाँ की गई है? आर्टिकल 14 एंड आर्टिकल 14 पहले समझते हैं एक एक करके. विल अंडरस्टैंड आर्टिकल 14 फर्स्ट, देन वन बाय वन वी विल बी गेटिंग अदर कॉन्सेप्ट्स. फर्स्ट इज इक्वालिटी ऑफ लॉ. सो हैव यू स्टडीड कि whenever we do the equality, so there are so many things. There should be no arbitrariness in while we making the contract, or we can't do the contracts with some with okay 18 प्लस के साथ ही the contract should be with the majors, not with the minors. This is one of an example. No arbitrariness is an example. Then Lalman Shukla case, this is an example of article 14 when it comes to contract laws. Then after that, article 19 1g. So basically article 19 जिसका 1G पार्ट जो है वो ये बोलता है कि वी हैव द फ्रीडम ऑफ ट्रेड, बिजनेस, प्रोफेशन एंड एवरीथिंग. वहीं से हमने कॉन्सेप्ट उठाया कि हम अगर ट्रेड कर सकते हैं तो हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी कर सकते हैं. whenever we can, if we can do the contract, if we can do the trade, profession, business, then we can do the contract as well, but it comes with some restrictions. Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then after that, Article 21, very basic. Article 21, it basically talks about livelihood. Protection of right to life is Article 21, right? So it talks about livelihood. Livelihood may we can talk about personal consideration. There should be a consideration. This is, I'm giving you a very layman language when it comes to livelihood. But consideration can be considered. Then dignity. Dignity ka, can anyone give me an example for dignity here? Anyone?
Something with, like proudness or something like some.
How it's related to contract?
He should be, given some respect. As in, he should not be, like shown downside or something.
Sir,
Okay.
fair wages,
Mm-hmm.
fair wages. Everyone
Okay.
should get fair wages.
Or
Trustworthy.
trustworthy. Oh, dignity. Dignity and personal liberty goes hand in hand. A hint.
Um, so
Not
respecting someone's personal privacy.
personal privacy. But इसका contract से क्या relation? Okay, okay, okay. Void ab initio का concept you guys know?
Yes, sir.
Void ab initio, whenever we study the concept of void ab initio, there is something
What
called uh,
what I initio means void from the beginning.
right. So what if I tell you that I am doing a contract where I have to, I'll give you 10,000 rupees and you have to kill person ABC. So is it a valid contract?
No,
No.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Is it related to personal liberty?
No, sir. No,
Dig-
no,
so
sir.
liberty के साथ we come with this ना, they go both hand in hand. Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes, sir.
So what does Article 13 says? Very simple concept.
So Article 13, I guess, defines the state, right?
Sorry, come again.
It defines the state, right? The state,
That's
what
Article 12.
something that
That's Article.
I guess Article 12, right?
Yeah, that's Article 12.
So
I'm
Article 13 is the right equality before law, I guess, right?
that's 14.
No any law can be passed by parliament which infringes the fundamental rights.
Exactly. So if there is anything, if there is any amendment in the contract law, that should not be inconsistent to what fundamental rights or the constitution of the country, the grand norm of the country. Am I correct? समझ आया यहाँ तक? I Are you able to understand till here?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
section 2. Firstly, let's talk about the definition of the word proposal. Proposal. What is the another word for proposal as per English law?
Offer.
Offer.
Offer. Correct. Okay. So let's just decode this definition so that we can understand so many concepts of the same. Firstly, the how it goes when one person signifies to another person. another तक देखते हैं. Whenever we study section 10 or we study the essentials of the contract, we study one thing that is called there should be two or more parties. Have you studied this thing? We guys studied this
Yes,
thing,
sir.
right?
Yes,
So
I studied
where this
contract law.
yeah. So from where this concept actually came into picture, from this very line that when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything. It means कि जब वो अपनी willingness दिखा रहा है कि I'll be doing this part or I'll not be doing this part, which means that one person is manifesting or communicating that the person will either accept the offer or reject the offer or seeks his permission to get something. Why? Why to basically when when two parties, one person and second person is coming and showing his willingness or manifestation to do कि हाँ ये मैं काम करूंगा या नहीं करूंगा, that in view to obtain his assent, assent जब हम पढ़ते हैं यहाँ से हमें connect करना पड़ता है again with section 10. Why? Because we study one concept that is called free consent. तो उसकी assent या consent कैसी होनी चाहिए? Free. I hope you know what is free consent. If not, I'll be explaining that in the future, in the coming slides. Got it? So एक
Yes, sir.
proposal, person ने एक proposal किया, फिर वो एक जो second definition, it says कि जब वो proposal जो है उसको assent मिल गई या उसकी permissions मिल गई, तो the proposal is now became promise. तो अगर एक प्रपोजल को एक मैंने प्रपोज किया किसी चीज के लिए, अब वो एक्सेप्ट हो गया, तो अब ये बन चुका है प्रॉमिस. तो अब नेक्स्ट थर्ड डेफिनेशन सेज कि प्रॉमिस जिसने किया, वन हु इज मेकिंग द प्रपोजल इज कॉल्ड promiser and third is promisee. Clear till here? Clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
इसके बाद प्रपोजल, जब प्रपोजल ने ये सब कर लिया, इसमें अब वो ये काम करेगा. अगर मैंने किसी को बोला है, एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई आस्क्ड एनीवन, ऋतुजा, if I ask Rituja ki ma'am can you do this for me, so she'll be like why should I do it for you, why should I do it for you for free. तो इसके लिए I said I'll give you 10,000 rupees, just get this work done for me. So she said okay. So what is this called? Consideration. समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next definition is called section E. Agreement. एक ट्रिक बताता हूँ. अगर एग्रीमेंट की डेफिनेशन लर्न करनी है, एग्री, ई, तो ई यहां से भी हम लर्न करते हैं. दिस इज वन ऑफ अ ट्रिक. सो एग्रीमेंट इज जब प्रपोजल था, प्रपोजल बना ऑफर, प्रपोजल बना प्रॉमिस, प्रॉमिस से उसके साथ जब कंसिडरेशन ऐड हो गई, वो बन गया एग्रीमेंट. सो एग्रीमेंट तक समझ आया? आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज एग्रीमेंट?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone who is not able to understand? I'm explaining in very layman language, very, very layman language. Guys,
So
okay.
basically, agreement is the promise between two parties.
Sorry, your voice was not clear to me.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I was said that agreement is the promise of promise between two parties.
Hmm. Okay, Nikhil, I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to hear you clearly. Will you mind texting it in the comment section, in the chat box? Okay. Next is reciprocal agreement is the promise between two parties. No. Promise जो है वो proposal जब accept हुआ, when proposal gets accepted, तो वो बन जाता है your ये promise. Promise के साथ जब consideration add हो जाएगी, तब वो बन जाएगा आपका agreement. Am I clear now? Consideration is important.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Okay, sir.
Clear? So consideration is important. So agreement plus consideration, promise plus agreement, promise plus कंसिडरेशन इज एग्रीमेंट. नाउ एग्रीमेंट के साथ जब अगर मैं सेक्शन 10 दैट इज एनफोर्सेबिलिटी वो ऐड कर दूंगा, वो बन जाएगा आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विच इज सेक्शन 2H, राइट. सेक्शन 2H. अभी अब देखते हैं कि सेक्शन 2H सॉरी सेक्शन 10 क्या बोलता है. There are so many other definition here, but we are not covering because of the time constraint. So it says what agreements are. हमने ये पढ़ा कि एग्रीमेंट के साथ सेक्शन 10 ऐड होगा तो वो बनेगा. तो अब क्या बनेगा? सबसे पहली चीज उन्होंने बोली है फ्री कंसेंट. फ्री कंसेंट क्या होता है कि अगर मैंने आपसे अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस से या फिर अंडर इन्फ्लुएंस से, फ्रॉड से, मिस रिप्रेजेंटेशन से या ऐसे किन्हीं चीजों से, कोरिजन से अगर आपसे वो लिया है तो हम जो है उसको कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे. इसके विदाउट होना चाहिए. मतलब कि अगर कोरिजन हुआ है, कोरिजन मतलब कि अगर मैंने आपको थ्रेट करके, एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपके हेड पे एक गन पॉइंट पे रख के आपसे एक एग्रीमेंट करवाया, तो वो एग्रीमेंट जो है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं बनेगा. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. दूसरा है अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस. अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस होता क्या है? जब एक पार्टी जो है वो डोमिनेंस में होती है. मतलब मैं कोई भी इंसान, एग्जाम्पल कोई अथॉरिटी है, तो अथॉरिटी आपसे कह रही है आपको ये साइन करना पड़ेगा. क्यों करना पड़ेगा भैया? क्योंकि क्या कहते हैं, आपके ऊपर अनड्यू इन्फ्लुएंस है, हम इन्फ्लुएंस डाल रहे हैं, तो उसको भी हम कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे. थर्ड इज फ्रॉड. फ्रॉड आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग विच आई नीड नॉट टू एक्सप्लेन. फोर्थ इज योर मिसरिप्रेजेंटेशन. मिसरिप्रेजेंटेशन जो है इट बेसिकली सेज दैट if I am misrepresenting you, मिसरिप्रेजेंटिंग प्रोडक्ट, मतलब मैंने आपको जब पेन दिखाया या मैंने कोई आपको चीज दिखाई तो मैं दिखा रहा हूँ वो बिल्कुल सही है, बट जब आपने घर जाके देखी वो टूटी हुई थी, तो दैट इज समथिंग मिसरिप्रेजेंटेशन. देन मिस्टेक. Mistake is basically when you are not what we say, um something like mistake of something. Wait. हाँ, तो अगर मान लो कि किसी ने एक एरर वाला ओपिनियन दिया है जिसकी वजह से कोई प्रॉब्लम फेस हुई है. मतलब कि अगर एक प्रोडक्ट था वो इंग्लैंड से बॉम्बे आना था, बट जिस दिन वो आना था उस दिन गुड्स लॉस्ट हो गए जिसकी वजह से इशू आया, तो एक मिस्टेक हुई है. तो इस वजह से भी इशू जो आपका एग्रीमेंट है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं बनेगा. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बन जाएगा बट वो होगा एक वॉइडेबल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. वन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. अब वॉइडेबल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या होता है? वॉइडेबल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है जब तक आप उस चीज के लिए कोर्ट में नहीं जाओगे, उसके लिए कंप्लेन नहीं करोगे या कोर्ट में अपनी कोर्ट में जाके उस चीज के लिए यू विल नॉट टेक एन एक्शन, तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वैलिड ही रहेगा तब तक, राइट. द नेक्स्ट टर्म इज competent to contract. It means 18 plus person and the person with the sound mind should do the contract. Then lawful consideration. Consideration should be lawful. जैसे मैंने स्मगलिंग का एग्जांपल दिया था, मैंने मर्डर का एग्जांपल दिया था. दैट इज समथिंग which comes under legal consideration, lawful consideration. Then lawful object. जब हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं तो दैट शुड बी लॉफुल ऑब्जेक्ट. मतलब आई कांट डू अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर लाइक जान तारे का या कोई भी ऐसी जो चोरी का सामान है उसका अगर कोई भी हो रहा है तो दैट इज नॉट लॉफुल. देन declared as void ab initio, which I already explained, right? Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
If you have any doubt, if you are not able to understand anything, just let me know. Kyunki now we are moving towards actually drafting a contract. So जब तक contract के these are the basics के भी basics of Indian Contract Act. तो जब हम जब तब तक हम ड्राफ्टिंग में नहीं जा सकते जब तक हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के ये बेसिक्स ना जान लें. We can't proceed until and unless we are not clear with the contract specific basics. So please clear your doubts here only. Anyone having any doubt, just raise your hand.
No, sir.
Chat box में कोई, you can type in chat box as well. Okay, first I got what difference between fraud and misrepresentation. Okay. More. Anyone?
No, sir, you can continue.
Okay, so now I'll be answering Satya's question, the difference between fraud and misrepresentation. मतलब कि अब ये देखो, फ्रॉड होता है जब हमें पता है कि चीज खराब है, ठीक है, और हमारा इंटेंशन है कि हम उसको एक खराब चीज देंगे. जब हमें सब कुछ पता है ये चीज ऐसी हो सकती है. एग्जाम्पल कि फ्रॉड, कि आपको ये पता है कि ये घर आपका नहीं है, ठीक है, बट स्टिल आपने साइन ले लिए किसी पर्सन के कि हाँ जी ये घर हम आपको बेच रहे हैं, तो वहां पे सब कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास है. तो वो हो गया पहली चीज. सेकंड चीज, अगर व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट कि लाइक मिस रिप्रेजेंटेशन, मैंने आपको चीज दिखाई, ठीक है, जैसे मैंने वहां पे एक बॉक्स का एग्जांपल दिया था कि बॉक्स है, बाद में जाके आपको पता चला टूटा हुआ. यहाँ पे चीज बिल्कुल सही है, आप बॉक्स लेने गए थे, बॉक्स ही मिल रहा है आपको, सब कुछ सही है. बट क्या कहते हैं यहाँ पे, आप उसको बस उस चीज के साथ ना थोड़ी सी झोल मोल हुई है. कैसे हुई है मतलब, एक बहुत ही कोटेशन बोली जाती है इसके लिए, आई बिलीव इट्स ट्रू बट आई एम रॉन्ग. मतलब कि आपने बोला था मेरे को ये वाला बॉक्स दिखा दो, मतलब आपने बोला कि मेरे को ये वाला वो दे दो, बेयर एक्ट दे दो, ठीक है, यूनिवर्सल का बेयर एक्ट. मैंने सब कुछ सही लिया, आपने बोला यूनिवर्सल का सब कुछ सही है. फ्रॉड में क्या होगा, फ्रॉड और इसमें अगर यही बेयर एक्ट है तो ये बेयर एक्ट मेरा नहीं है, मेरे दोस्त का है, बट मैं इसको अपना बना के बेच रहा हूँ. फ्रॉड किया है मैंने. और जब आपने मिस रिप्रेजेंटेशन, क्या हुआ, यही बेयर एक्ट है, सब कुछ यही है, लेकिन जब आपने अंदर जाके देखा तो इसका इतना सा पार्ट जो है वो फटा हुआ है. समझ आया? यहाँ पे आपने जो चीज बोली थी मेरी ही थी, मैंने ही बेची है, बट यहाँ पे रॉन्ग में अंदर जाके जब आपने एक्चुअली उस चीज को देखा तब जाके पता चला. समझ आया? क्लियर हुआ?
Yes.
परफेक्ट. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई डाउट?
No, sir.
अच्छा, टेल मी वन थिंग कि व्हाट इज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग फॉर यू. पहले तो हमने समझ लिया, अब हमें पता लग गया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या होता है. अब ये बताओ व्हाट इज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग. for you guys?
So it basically covers, it is an agreement between two parties, and it covers all the terms and conditions on which they have agreed to. All the clauses you can call.
Hmm.
Contract drafting is the process of putting an agreement between parties into clear and understandable written terms.
Okay.
For example, if two people agree to buy and sell a car, contract drafting means writing down who are the parties, what are they agreeing to, what is the price, when will payment be made, etc.
Okay. So, you know what is
A legal
implied
agreement.
Sir, process of
wait. I'm listening. Just a second. Jia, do you know what is implied contract and express contract, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो हर जगह contract नहीं है. You're correct, but I'm just putting a question mark in your mind.
process of writing a legal document.
Okay.
A, a legal agreement between two parties or more.
Okay. So how it's connected to contract law?
To make it valid.
To make it valid. Okay.
So means if a contract is अगर दो persons के बीच में कुछ हो रहा है कुछ agreement हुआ है कुछ contract हुआ तो
Mm-hmm.
अब हम उसे contract drafting में इसलिए कर रहे हैं ताकि आगे से कुछ representation या कुछ ना हो अगर आगे वाला कुछ promise या कुछ भी जो
हाँ,
उनके
तो
बीच
मैं
में
समझ
हुआ है उनको breach
what
करता है
what you are explaining is basically contract drafting क्या होता है. अब मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ दोनों में रिलेशन क्या है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग में रिलेशन क्या है?
While drafting a contract, we should fulfill Section 10 of Indian Contract Act, means all the essential conditions of contract.
हम्म. ठीक है. ओके. ये मेरे को बहुत प्यारी डेफिनेशन लगती है. मैं वेन एवर आई एक्सप्लेन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट तो मैं यही एग्जांपल देता हूँ जो मैं अभी देने जा रहा हूँ. इफ आई से contract law is the recipe book and the dish is contract drafted, am I correct, or are you able to understand what I just said?
yes sir
Sir, repeat it once again.
Contract law is the recipe book and the contract drafted is the dish which came out.
Okay, okay.
Am I correct on this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
you are correct
कि रेसिपी बुक में मैंने देखा कि कितनी शुगर डालनी है, कितना सॉल्ट डालना है, कितने राइस डालने हैं, वहां से देख के मैंने बना दी एक डिश, आपके सामने प्रेजेंट कर दी. समझ आया? सो इसी को बोलते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग, राइट? लेट मी नो वंस माय स्क्रीन इज विजिबल टू यू गाइस. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So let's draft a partnership deed. What is partnership deed? So basically when firstly let's understand what is partnership business. So whenever one or two parties come together, one or two person come together, called as partners to do the business, it is called partnership. And the deed or the agreement um, which is basically governing them is called partnership deed. यहाँ तक समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ तक कोई डाउट?
No, sir.
अब एक बार इसको पढ़ो. जस्ट हरियाणा तक. Dan?
Yes, sir.
So done.
Okay. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. कब से हम पढ़ रहे थे agreement, contract, but I'm presenting is called deed. So can anyone try explain me the difference between these three? Agreement, contract, and deed. Anyone.
It's a physical legal document.
Your voice is not audible. Type it. Type. Anyone else? Just give it a try.
The understanding
Sir, can I tell?
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मतलब एक स्पेसिफिक एग्रीमेंट के तरफ से और
Sir,
डीड
agreement.
Raise your hand. सब raise कर लो एक एक करके. We can proceed accordingly.
Hello, sir.
Just raise your hands. One by one we can. Firstly, legal because
एग्रीमेंट मीनिंग एक म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिटवीन अब स्पेसिफिक एग्रीमेंट जो हुआ वो एनफोर्सेबल बाय लॉ और
Sir,
उसमें कुछ जैसे आपने एग्जांपल दिया 10,000 अमाउंट या ऐसा कुछ बाइंड एक्सचेंज नहीं हो
okay, got it.
और साइन भी किया हुआ हो एंड
Lower your hand, then any. Yeah, you are.
So, as per my knowledge, the agreement means that the party is also the engaged and the formally written, or but they have consent and come together to form as a. And this agreement, maybe it is in the section 10. It means they will also come into the contract. Deed a specifically word which is used for the formal documents. When it comes to the sale deed, when it comes to the partnership, and the deed have prescribed all the terms and conditions, all the binding forcing the rules which is necessary. Supported deed is also comes from the trust oriented, which giving the touch of the formal way. This is also
Because of that time constraint, after the session, Q&A session, then we can now ask the. You may lower your hand. So, first is agreement. As I already explained, a promise is added with the consideration is an agreement. बोल सकते हैं कि nothing but the mutual हो चुका है to do something. called, let's say, holder agreement. Then MOU is not exactly an agreement. Then after that contract, जब किसी भी एग्रीमेंट के साथ your deed is nothing but instrument. Creates, maybe you can say, legal rights. Yes. Yeah, अगर आप कोई पैसा निकाल रहे हो तो उसका क्या इंटरेस्ट रहेगा. Then I hope you know what is LLP, governed by the law called LLP Act 2008. इसके
Yes,
according
sir.
इसके according सब कुछ रहेगा. Then after that transfer related जितने भी provisions है वो हमने explain की है. What are the rights, duties and obligations of the partner? Each partner, what he is bringing, what are the rights and obligations? As I every agreement comes with the rights and duties. Even the deed may be said this thing that it creates transferred rights and obligations. Who will be taking the decision? I hope you know when we are explaining the types of partners, we say sleeping partner, active partner, passive partner. So in that, who will be the decision maker? Who will be the man? Who will be taking the major management thingy? That will be taken care of. Of course, they are doing business, so banking operations are important. So we just recommend them. There should be a bank account with the firm name and everything. Then after that, partnership books, how the books of accounts or audit will be governed or will be taken care of. There will be admission, then how the admission will be taken, and resignation and everything related to the same, वो कैसा रहेगा. Then insolvency and death related provisos कैसे रहेंगे, goodwill कैसी रहेगी. We have explained that point. Non-competent or confidentiality clause and indemnity clause. Anyone who can explain me what is indemnity clause? Anyone? You may raise your hand. I can see only one hand raised. That is by legal. Anyone? Athar and legal. Jia. Okay, so let's go. Jia, you explain. Then Athar.
One second.
Sorry?
1 second, sir. Network issue.
Sure.
Okay. From one person promised to save the other person from conduct of the promiser himself or from the conduct of any other person.
Indemnity.
Yes, sir.
Come again?
So one person make a promise to save the other person from any loss conduct by the from the conduct of the promiser himself or any third person.
Okay. So what I have understood indemnity so far is ki indemnity. Anuj, please explain then.
Sir, actually, indemnity in simple words is an amount of money which is a protection for against the damages.
Hmm.
सर मीन्स कि सर वो क्लॉज होता है एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में कोई डैमेजेस हो जाता है ड्यूरिंग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द यूनिट्स और द प्रोडक्ट्स देन सर कोई उनको जो इंश्योरेंस मिलता है या फिर जो वो मिलता है उसके रिगार्डिंग क्लॉज होता है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में
ओके, सो मान लो कि आई एम रनिंग अ कोचिंग सेंटर, ठीक है, तो मैंने वहां का बेंच तोड़ दिया, राइट? तो अब मुझे थोड़ा सा अमाउंट वहां पे फीस फाइन पे करना पड़ेगा, एम आई करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
तो
sir.
वो फाइन है ना, वैसे ही जब एग्रीमेंट में हम किसी भी नेग्लिजेंस की वजह से, ब्रीच की वजह से, या फिर अनऑथराइज एक्ट जो हमें करने नहीं थे बट हमने कर दिए, तो उसकी वजह से अगर हम कुछ भी करेंगे तो दैट इज कॉल्ड इंडेमिनिटी। उसके बाद इट्स डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन। आई डोंट थिंक आई नीड टू एक्सप्लेन दिस पॉइंट। Then after that, what is it? Dissolution or settlement of the accounts, how the things will go on. Then notices कैसे जाएंगे, क्योंकि हमने एड्रेस पहले ही ऊपर दे दिया हुआ था यहाँ पे, तो इसी पे रजिस्टर्ड पोस्ट जो है वो यहाँ पे जाएंगे। Then email, if there is an email and they are agreeing to it. Then governing law, मोस्टली इंडियन के साथ अगर हम एग्रीमेंट कर रहे हैं तो नहीं होता है, मोस्टली ये तब होता है जब हम किसी ऐसे पर्सन के साथ कर रहे हैं which is related, which is not from someone from outside the country. One is from India and second person is from USA, Japan or whatever. Then after that, force major. I hope you all know what is force major. If not, do let me know.
No, sir.
Act of God. You know act of God, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For act of God, the legal word is force major. Then after that, amendment. So if there is any amendment, so how we'll do the amendment? It's written as only written agreement signed by all the partners will be considered. Then execution. ये कब से execute हुआ है? जब से ये sign किया है इन दोनों parties ने और इनके witness ने. Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
किसी को कोई doubt है?
No, sir.
So now the platform is open for your questions.
Typically, these contracts are in certain format, right? This is Bhupen here. So if you go with like the sales deed or partnership deed, while drafting, you probably will get a similar sort of a template, and then you can fill in based on your need, right? That's how generally actually happens when you do the drafting. So you have a certain, right? Is that correct, sir?
Right. So basically what happens is ki everyone has okay, let me tell you one thing. There are three things nowadays how people make their contract or agreement or deed, whatever. First is very simple. They just take a sample from Google, they just make it, not preferred. Second is every company has their own way of making. तो उन्होंने पहले से बना के रखे होते हैं, they have their already sample done, so that's how they make it. And third is the most common, people make their agreement by their own, that is a whole art, customized agreement, that is the third thing. And fourth thing, which is which is very prevalent these days, that is making via AI. So there are different ways. So इसमें भी depend करता है कि from where you are making an agreement. Why I'm saying so? Because गूगल से उठा लिया आपने, उन्होंने अलग एक अलग
Hello? Hello? Did we lose Nitish sir?
Yes, it seems like that only, that Manchester has lost contact connection.
perfect. Sorry, there was a power cut at my place. So what I was saying is कि there are different ways, right? तो अब उनमें से एक स्टाइल है कि हम जो है खुद से बना लें, जो मेरे को पर्सनली बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि हम अपना खुद से बना रहे हैं, कि इससे हम डिफाइन करते हैं व्हाट इज आवर आर्ट. एंड ऑनेस्टली आई एम टेलिंग यू फ्रॉम माय ओन एक्सपीरियंस दैट making one agreement can give you a can give you an amount of 25,000 to whatever you demand for. Starting is 25. I'm talking about good agreements, shareholder agreement and blah blah. And even if you're making something like sales deed or partnership deed, 5,000 is the minimum amount in your pockets. So this is that particular. And honestly, one thing I forgot to tell you guys, that there is a way of making a contract. As in, ki there are clauses which should be in a particular way. Example, I can't add signature clause in the first on the very first page, and recital clause is that where where you read all that part, the things related to the same. Just a second, let me just share my screen. Let me know once it's visible.
It's visible,
Yeah, we
sir.
can see. Mm.
So this is called recital. These part is a part of recital clause. From here the contract, the deed actually starts. You get it? There are different ways of making recitals, but this is the very basic. So I'm just telling you very basics of recitals, right? So what this is one thing. Re- so देयर इज अ वे ऑफ मेकिंग द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. हम पहले कुछ क्लॉजेस जो हैं वो पहले ही आने चाहिए, कुछ क्लॉजेस जो हैं वो लास्ट में ही आने चाहिए. एग्जांपल, सिग्नेचर क्लॉज लास्ट में आना चाहिए. अगर हम गवर्निंग लॉ क्लॉज बना रहे हैं वो लास्ट में आना चाहिए. ऐसे ही पार्टनरशिप या कोई भी ऐसे उसमें जो पार्टीज वाला है वो हमेशा स्टार्ट में ही आना चाहिए. So there is a particular way of knowing the things, putting the things. As it's always said that this is an art. Got it?
Yes, sir. I think, yeah, thank you. Thanks for the explanation.
Anyone else? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So yeah, Abhipalasha, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So I'm done from my part.
Thank you so much,
Soumya,
sir.
please end the session, rest of the session.
Sorry.
Sir, I was talking to moderator. She's just starting.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Right. So as we come to the end of today's session, as we are already exceeding the time, I would like I would like to extend our I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Advocate Nitish Mahajan sir for taking the time to share valuable experience, practical knowledge, and insights with all of us. Before you leave, we request you to kindly fill out the feedback form that will be shared in the chat box. Your feedback helps us organize more meaningful and impactful session in the future. And now let's take a virtual group photograph. I request everyone to kindly switch on their cameras and join us for a quick picture. I request all the participants to turn on their cameras so that we can take a screenshot. Wonderful. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We look forward to see you again in our upcoming sessions. Have a great evening ahead and stay connected with the Collective Counsel. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.